Shobhaa, you are from Satara, Pune, but that's the footnote to your story. You are insatiable in many ways. Your hunger for life, your incredible journey. Where did it begin? How did you become Shobhaa De, as we know today?
Gosh, that makes me sound like some freak of nature. I think we all are born with a certain genetic code, which you can't always fight, though a lot of us wish to fight it at some stage in our life. I'm asked this and I never have the right answer for it. How did you become Shobhaa De? I didn't become a construct. It's not a product I
You're still
became
becoming.
or a brand. No, not at all. I mean, this is the person I am. Take it or leave it. It's not about becoming anything, at least for me. It's the paths you take, it's the choices you make, it's the opportunities that you get, it's the people you meet along the way. All of that defines who you are. And particularly, I think it's the choices you make. And I think for me, that one single word, choice, is the most important word in anyone's vocabulary, particularly a woman's vocabulary, because she doesn't always have agency over herself. And choice is denied to 99% of women. So at a very young age, if you decide that no matter what happens, the choices that you make are going to be yours alone, and whatever comes with it, the responsibilities, the pitfalls, the failures, all of it belongs to you and you alone. So I have always tried to stand by my choices and never look for an alibi. If I have failed, it's my failure. If I've succeeded, I've done so on my own terms and with my own definition of what that goal is. No one has told me that this is where you have to get, or no one has picked me up actually when I've fallen.
Do you have fantastical dreams? And do you ever note them when they happen?
I have an extremely rich and vivid dreamscape. Even this morning, I was dreaming. It involved my daughter Arundhati. It was a very adventurous dream. And when I wake up, I always try and recall the last dream. And I spend at least 5 or 10 minutes before I actually get out of bed. I love my dreams. I note some of them, not all.
So you do note from you.
Well, I journal. I've been journaling since the age of 14. So the dreams come in.
So there
not
are
always.
stacks of books that are your journals. Have you kept them all?
I've kept most of them. Nobody but nobody is interested, even remotely, not even my children.
Yeah, they're so private.
Not even that. I actually, since you asked the question, I don't believe in legacy. I don't believe in keeping things for after you're gone. I mean, once you're gone, you're gone. There's a finality to it that I like. So when people ask me, how would you like to be remembered and so on, it's such a meaningless question. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. That I'm alive, that's the whole point of life. To live it while you're living it. We don't know literally whether we'll wake up tomorrow morning. So what's the point planning it and thinking about it and waking up and feeling disappointed that, oh, the day is not going to go exactly as I want it to go. Nothing ever goes exactly the way you want it to go. So why preempt something? Why not improvise? So I like improvising. So I'll give you a small example. We were at a very foo-foo function a couple of nights ago, and I said to my husband that I don't know that I want to stay. It depends. If
I know which function.
Yes, we won't even say it. Lips sealed.
I was filming here, so couldn't make it.
I just said we'll figure it out once it's over, which I know it's going to be deathly boring, but we don't have to endure the rest of it. We don't have to stay to dinner. And so literally we came out and he said, should I call the car and should we go home because we had dinner at home? Then I looked around and 2 people interested me who I knew I would be meeting upstairs at dinner. And I said, no.
Let's go for dinner.
No. So, no, he had already called the car. So I said, so what? So he said, but you just said you wanted to go home. I said, I've changed my mind. Life is about improvising. Nothing is scripted. Nothing
and then you wrote
is
a
scripted.
glowing thing about the dinner. Yeah, how
the
amazing.
The dinner was amazing. Because
you said it.
It was so good. And so creative and so well presented. It was aesthetically so pleasing also.
So Insatiable by Shobhaa De.
Ji.
This book is, you've lived a life that teaches people of my generation You taught us how to live. Where did you get this sense of being able to not only see it for yourself, but also make it okay for others to be normal?
To contradict you a little, and I hope I do it elegantly without giving offense, I didn't mean to teach anything to anyone. These books are not written as textbooks or manuals for living.
Of course.
They're meant as my voice, and definitely for sharing, or I wouldn't be writing books at all. I'd be writing a personal diary for myself. That they're shared across so many, well, 2 generations certainly, makes me feel good. Because reaching a very young audience in India today, they're far more critical. But I feel they have embraced me and my work with an open-mindedness that I didn't at all receive from my peer group, because you never receive that from your peer group. They're the first people to tear you down.
You've become an icon for so many younger than you. Did you have anybody you could have looked up to and said, okay, I'm okay thinking these things, I'm okay being this way? Because you've normalized it for others. Who did you have?
You know,
Or did you have inner fortitude that brought it out?
even the term normalizing it suggests a judgment which I don't like. I never thought about it. I just accepted. And that's the best way to live.
Does it ever burden you that you have to live up to the expectations of so many like me who adore you, put you in a pedestal? How difficult is that for you?
I've never ever acknowledged the pedestal to start with. It does not exist.
Because you can only fall from it.
It doesn't exist because I don't put anyone on a pedestal myself. To me, honestly, everyone is equal. In this room, anywhere we go, we all have our different personalities. We have our personality traits. We have our gifts, our talents, our failures, our failings. But not pedestal level hero worship. It's never been a concern of mine.
Good. That's why I love you.
Yeah. And I don't believe in this icon business either. I've just lived my life, and I think I've lived it.
And you created icons with your magazines. You created,
That I
published.
enjoy doing. That's fun. I mean, that's spotting talent and
Celebrity you made people into.
acknowledging talent, recognizing talent.
But you are the talent
I
who
love
found
that.
them.
I like that. It's an adventure. And I think there are a lot of unsung heroes in life who never get that break, who never get that chance to be able to bring that out and share it with a public who may recognize it at some point. Gives me a thrill.
You created the Bollywood magazines. You created the idea of having a celebrity, a socialite.
Well, Celebrity was a title of a magazine I started. It didn't work because I ran out of money. But that was a title,
But we
the
all
name
read
of a
it and it was
celebrity, a
incredible.
society. So yeah, I think it's important to give due where or to recognize talent and give the person their due. And a lot of people are very mean-spirited and chote dil ke log, they feel so threatened by another talent in the room that they'll do anything to keep that person down. I mean, you see it on the sports field, you see it tennis players, they're
You
so
said
savage.
competition, I don't compete.
Savage.